And hello, everyone. Hello. Hey. Hi. How are you doing today? Hello. You're all doing well today. Like my model's maybe a bit small. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing. I'm melting. It's so warm. It's so freaking warm in the Netherlands. It's not gonna get any better anytime soon. Oh boy, it's gonna be like 30 degrees all week, and yeah, there's not gonna be much relief from the heat anytime soon. Which is, unfortunate. Hope I don't get ill or anything. Oh boy, I do not deal well with heat, so this is gonna be interesting week. I hope it doesn't last a full month like it did a couple years ago. Then I will definitely get ill. Anywho, hi everyone. Welcome or welcome back to my little corner of the void. I'm Nev, your friendly neighborhood squid person. Goodness gracious, what a weekend it has been. What a week it has been. And it's gonna be another hard week. Goodness gracious. It's been a thing. And I was hoping that it would cool down in the evening so I could open the windows and air out the house, but nope. It is still so warm outside. Unbelievable. How warm things can get. Goodness gracious. Oh man. I'm probably going to be complaining about the weather all week. I am sorry. But I do not deal well with the heat. It really bothers me. It means I have no energy to do anything. So, I'm gonna be complaining about it. I'm sorry. But yeah, welcome back to Squidlock Holmes Tries to Solve a Mystery. In this case, the mystery of a family tree. Yeah. Goodness. It's been an interesting mystery. I think I may have figured out who our secret benefactor is. Suppose we'll find out. I'm not sure who's going to be inheriting the candy fortune, but we are getting close to the end here. And I know that probably some dark secrets underneath. Possibly something to do with the quote-unquote confirmed bachelor, aka a gay person, that the family didn't treat very well, supposedly. I don't know. I'm guessing that's what it's in relation to, but I don't know. Because we know there was a child born out of wedlock. Samantha. I'm pretty sure she's the one behind the whole mystery, sending us all of the information. Because she's writing a book on a dark chapter of the root tree history. So, I am going to guess it's something to do with how they treated a member of the family who was, in fact, gay. And the family didn't want to acknowledge it, because this was 100 years ago. I mean, people still don't are assholes about that, so, you know, let alone 100 years ago. Anywho. Let's see. We get to it, shall we? Right, let me roll her out. There we go. So, don't want to take up too much space on the screen. Alright, let's go. See if we can remember all the shit that was going on. We have a few family trees entirely done. This one is done. This one is done. This one is almost done. We just need to sort out the names and occupations of the 3 brothers here. This one's almost done. So we don't know what their wives were called. Yeah. But we've got his family to figure out. We've got these 2 to figure out from her boys, which we don't know their names of. there's only one Forsyth, so... Oh. How many... I'm gonna guess it's these two, Robert and Ronald, but... Because they have similar names and they're brothers, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, let's see. We don't know what Clancy Roottree Jr. did. Or the other two. Don't know what they did. Can try and find stuff. Here. Edward Roottree. Oh, the local Edward Roottree. No. So he has nothing to be found about him. It's kind of unfortunate. Let's see, Let's try like Robert or Ronald Roottree. Let's see what that does. Let's go with Robert Tree, Ronald Roottree, November Roottree. See that one as well. Nope. Ronald Roottree. Guess not. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Let's see, we have... I think the Mordens are over here somewhere. Madsen... Because this is Madsen. This is Hudson. I think the Mordens are probably here. Because they're under Zachariah. I don't know what... Zachariah. Let me spell that correctly. Zachariah. Roottree. No? That is how I spell his name, right? Zachariah. Okay, let's see. Miracle Third and his wife Nicole, right? Is this the 6th Roottree? Or is that the dad? Because that is also a person. And it's not him. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Finn and the boys. Her boys, I'm going to assume. I call it kind of shenanigans that they have nothing to be found on them, because they are, like, modern day-ish, but I guess this is 1998 and the internet wasn't as widespread as it is now. Let's see, we have The Next Generation, which I think we've done all of them, aside from we don't know which of the three boys is which. That one is Miracle, I think. That would be this boy, I think. We don't know who they married. We don't know anything about these boys. Aside from their Lawrence brothers. Stuck here with Clark. Her mother's family was called the Coselles, which she hardly ever mentioned. Coselles. Did we do... her mother's family was Cosell. Against trust. Yeah, I remember versus RR. And then we had this. Right, yeah. We had this thing. ROOTTREES versus RR. I'm guessing the final thing is gonna be, like, the final secret is gonna be about this. About RR. And whatever this significant crime was. Edward Roottree. No. Ronald Roottree. Okay. Well. Don't know how to find out what their wives' names were. Miracle. Root. Hmm. Miracle root tree. Legal troubles. Miracle root tree legal. Hmm. Miracle root tree estate. Hmm. Well, we have two R's it could be. It could be Ronald Roottree or Robert Roottree, who tried to get somebody removed, I suppose. Who I suspect is Samantha, because she was born out of wedlock. Is the only person we know so far that is out of wedlock. Let's see. Hmm. Architects, preachers, and lawyers. Nobody's got. Granny had sisters and granddad had a brother or two. Trim their. Okay. EC and John, I think, is gonna be related to this. Dum, dum. Free spirit. Paths of knowledge. Ever did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Ah, so probably not a white person then. Edward is set to take. So Edward married somebody illegal to marry anywhere south of Pennsylvania. So Edward is the one who married somebody that would be illegal to marry anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Which 100 years ago, I don't know, was it illegal for black and white people to marry? I don't know. I'm afraid I am not that well versed in American history. You know, not being American. We've got the Wilsons. The Mordens. The Catrolls. Eloise, whoever that is. Hmm. Well. Stephanie Jones. Hmm. Do we have a Stephanie? Stephanie Cattrall or Stephanie Land? Hmm. Hmm. Right, is Zachariah Morden, not Root Tree. Ba. Zachariah Morden. That is how you spell it, right? Zachariah. Hmm. Hmm. Stephanie Jones. Stephanie Jones. Stephanie Landon. Her mother, Caroline. Caroline Landon. Caroline Landon. Hmm. Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company. Hello! Hello, hello! Talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie. Publicity your daughters bring. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation. CM. 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 Who would CM be? Hello. How are you doing today? Who would CM be writing to Carl? CM. Caroline Morden? Parents and friends of lesbians and gays. Atlantis' burden. Art and the beauty of women. Society split by indecision over women should be equals or something to protect. Hi. Oh my goodness. How are you doing today? We support our queer people. That's Caroline Morden, who then became Caroline Landon, who was Stephanie Landon's mother. But I don't know if Caroline is the older or the younger Morden. Still full of love. Unconventional family. Which, to me, feels like it's probably going to be this one, where they split up and then had a adoption thing? Would be my guess. I'm gonna guess this one is Caroline. Who then married Mark Landon. Who's an artist. Mark Landon. Who then had... Maybe this was somebody else first, and then Landon? Well, this has to be Stephanie, I think, who married Brian Jones. She is a politician. They haven't had a baby yet, but they're about to. There isn't a separate one for mayor, right? No. Maybe this was Mark Landon? This was somebody else. Okay, so then we have another Morden. The only other Morden... I guess he had two daughters, Caroline and Gwendolyn. But I don't know who that is. It's none of these, I don't think. Actually, it could be one of these. Gwendolyn Morden. Gwendolyn Morden. An E on the end. Okay. Gwendolyn Morden. We have 3 with the same name. I'm guessing these are the Wilsons. Because it's the only, like, set of last names that has enough last names. I'm guessing these are the Wilsons. Jason Wilson, Stephen Wilson, Zach Wilson. Stephen, oh, with a V, sorry. Aha! It was the doctor to the ROOTTREES sisters. Picture of him as his 3 children. The 3 of them look, though the photographer was holding them hostage. My dad is the best dad in the entire world. He treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Stephen Wilson. Oh yeah, the kids do not look very happy. Stephen Wilson. Okay, so that's this guy. Stephen. Who is this guy? And his 3 kids. Ba-dum. Credited to Jason. So Jason's the youngest. We're gonna go with Jason and Jem. Zach, who is, I guess, college student. Who did we get? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Maybe she's not a college student. She's A12? Okay. So they all have dark hair. He has dark hair. Good, I know, right? You're busy for the moment, but you're here. That's alright. Maybe this was Mark Landon. And this was somebody else. Oh, cause she's gay, right? So this would have to be a woman, I would guess. So it could be any one of the female names left. You married Mark, had a daughter, split up, and then had a relationship with a woman, I would guess. Could be this one, could be this one. I need to take a quick break. I need the bathroom. I will be back in just a few minutes. You're back! And we're back. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna guess this one is Caroline. And then this one's gonna be Gwendolyn. Ooh, I don't know what she does, though. Pediatrician to the stars. A lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons. This one apparently found a way to game the search results, as he pops to the top every time. Alrighty, hi again. Hello. Doesn't really mention anything what his wife might be. Wilson, maybe if we look for her name, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn Wilson. Stephen Wilson. Well, I don't really know what she does, but I'm gonna guess for now, probably a housewife. Because if he's like a big fancy doctor, then she's probably gonna be a housewife, right? Probably? Question mark? Gwyneth Madsen married somebody. What do we have two names for? We have a Control. Sam Control and Stephanie Control. Sam Control, let's see. Sam Control. Hang on, how do I spell that? Yeah, that's correct. Sam Control. Or Stephanie Control. No? Sam Control. Sam Control. Hello, how goes the investigation? Housewife of a high-earning occupation makes sense, yeah. Okay, so there's nothing to be found about Sam Control. But I think that's who this is, because it's the only set of two we have left, because this is going to be a root tree, because the wife would take his name. Same thing here, it's also going to be root trees. So I'm going to have to guess that these are the Controls. I'm gonna guess Sam Control and then Laura. No? Where's the Control? Stephanie Control is gonna be my guess. Probably not correct, but who knows. Like, logically speaking, we only have so many spaces left to fill in. And these have to be root trees. And no other names, make sense, really? Stephanie Control. And then we have the remaining root trees, which could be basically anything. Because we still need to name these guys too, who I suspect are Robert and Ronald, but I don't know. Guess it's that one. Hello, hello. Troll. Troll. Oh. Mrs. Cottrell returns to Butler County to demonstrate how 5 pieces were made at the beginning of the century. First Anderson Maple Farm. Farm offers discounts on Tuesdays. Yay! Mrs. Cottrell is the head of farming. Oh. Okay. Head of farming. She is not a housewife. She is... farmer. I guess. Head of farming. Yeah, farmer, I guess. Nothing else really makes sense. I'm guessing she's not a housewife then, because we have 3 filled in now. Not a K-12 student, is she? No. I'm guessing she's not a housewife then. She's probably something else. Maybe she's also a doctor? Question mark? Doesn't seem to fix it. Maybe it's the wrong picture. She's head of farming. She could be considered a manager. Manager is not on the list. Maybe she's a nurse? I mean... Director? I feel like farmer makes the most sense out of everything that's in the list. I don't know what her profession is. Don't think I can brute force it. Oh, right, I forgot. We need 4 correct now, not 3. So she might still be a housewife. We don't know the occupation of these guys. We don't know any of their jobs. We don't know what any of these three boys are doing these days. We don't know what her boys are called, though I suspect it's Robert and Ronald, but I don't know. Seems like the type to... You have tuned into the first time you turned into this game, no clue what's going on. So, this section of the family that was currently in charge of the big company have all died in a plane crash altogether. So, and this guy, wants a male blood relative to inherit, not female. And there's some discussion on the family really doesn't like gay people. Because Karl had a disagreement with her, who is now married to a woman. And this situation right here, I believe, is related to a quote-unquote confirmed bachelor that she was living with, and she was born out of wedlock, and there's a whole complicated family situation going on. But essentially, this guy decided only blood relatives who were male could inherit, and now we're trying to figure out who stands to inherit everything now that these guys are dead. It's very sad, because they all died in a plane crash. And there's a whole bunch of stuff happening, because of course there are. It's like 6 generations of a family. So... And they run a candy empire. The Root Tree Candy Company. So yeah. It has been a trip trying to figure out who the fuck everyone is. And what they do for a living. What they did for a living. We have 3 boys right here. We know they're siblings, but we know their names, but we don't know what they did for a living, so I can't lock them in. Dum da da dum 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 da da dum dum. Wait. Nope. So we're trying to figure out who's related to whom and who is directly related to these two. And therefore, who stands to inherit? Which part of the company, essentially. Dun, 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 dun. I don't like that we have nothing on her children, because one of them is definitely in film school. Plan to lean into alliteration. Yeah, so these two are Robert and Ronald, but I don't know which ones. Which one is which? Robert and Ronald. Famous actress to keep her kids out of the limelight, power to her. It does, and she's also not... I don't think she's really working anymore. She was a big actress in the 50s and 60s. I don't think she's working anymore. But you would figure the tabloids would have stuff on her, because one of her sons definitely is going to film school, because he has a film school sweater on. I just don't know which is which. Maybe... Robert... Roottree... Ronald... Roottree... No. Not many Roottree names left. Jack, Christina, and November. That's these three, but who knows in which order they are. Maybe... Christina... Roottree... Jack... Roottree... No? November Roottree... Na 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 na. Jack. They may be going under fake names in public. That's true, but that's not the names that. It's going to be very difficult to find under that. Christina, oh, with a K. Bad. Christina. No. Nothing to be found. Da-da. Walter Forsyth. Maybe we can find something under that? Probably not. Walter Forsyth. You are here now. Hi. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. The boys might be going under their dad's last name. No, there's not enough names left. And no. He took her name, so no. No, they're not. I don't think. Huh? Gal in the gang. Da, 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 da. Just came back from Comic-Con. Oh. One in the Netherlands, you mean, or the one in the UK? Eloise. Who is Eloise? Why is that just a thing? Who else do we have left? We have Helen Lennon. Nope. Joan Monroe. Nope. April Quaritch. April Quaritch. Penelope Tessa Green. Ah! In the Netherlands. Oh. The one in Utrecht. The big one. Breast milk cheese routine. Birth of her first child. Yoko Lantern. Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets. Ooh. Yoko Lantern, 1997. Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets. Retired comedian. Yoko Lantern. Aww. Aww. What a cute little kid. Hmm. Brother Trouble. You don't feel your feet anymore. Penelope Tessa Green. Figured she'd be in the Star. Oh, I guess Starlet stopped existing by that point. Nope. I don't think so. I think that is probably this one. Because it's kind of the only one that makes sense, because he would get to know actors. And it's in the 60s, so it can't be like one of these. She had a kid recently, so I feel like this has to be Penelope. This has to be Penelope. And then we have this one she had originally, and then she had this kid recently? Question mark? This is from, oh no, this is from 1997, and this is from 1994, so it's in reverse, okay. This one, who is Jack, and this one, who is either Christina or November. Given it says she's holding her son. Yoko Lantern. Oh no, it doesn't say. It doesn't say whether it's a girl or a boy. And it's a teddy bear costume, which could be either, honestly. Penelope is Gwen's daughter-in-law, you're calling it? I think so, because it makes sense that he would have access to an actor or an actress. There's also only so many people left. Dun, dun. I think it's that one. So that makes this the other root tree, which we don't have a picture of yet. Christina or November. Could be either one. We don't know what they did for a living, and we still don't know what their wives were called either. Or any of these, or what they did for a living. Fundraisers for the Laugh Lounge. Okay. We've Googled all of these other- well, Googled. The whatever the equivalent of Google is. Spider searched most of the remaining names, and they are not really coming up. I'm guessing most of those names are going to be the wives of these people that we just don't know the names of. Because they're never mentioned anywhere. Occupation, child in K-12. Occupation, baby. Clearly. Okay. Now we have 4, and they are not correct. We have these 4 filled in, and they are not correct. I'm pretty sure this one is correct. Which I guess she must not be a housewife then. Maybe she's a nurse? Or maybe she's not a farmer. But she has to be. She's the head of the farm. The wives of 3 brothers are not going to lock anything in, no. What does she do? Here? E.O. Doctor? There are no synonyms for manager. There's CEO, which she is not. She's not the CEO. That's not the same thing. There is not. I checked. I already checked. Director is also not correct. I guess, I don't know. So these two are not correct. Also entirely possible I have the pictures switched out, but I don't think so, because they both needed glasses. I think they mean director as movie director, but I could be wrong. So that's not correct. I think she has to be farmer because she does the farm. Even if she's the head of farming, she's still farming. But I think this is the one that's incorrect. But it doesn't say anything about Stephen Wilson's wife. Pediatrician. Bum, bum, bum. Between the two women, not sure the picture both of their siblings wear glasses. Yeah. I think we're correct because she's got the curly hair and she has to have the glasses. And I just don't know what she does for a living. I'm pretty sure this one is correct because he's a child. And I'm pretty sure this one is correct because she's old enough to be a college student, I would think. It's just these two where I'm not sure what they do for a living. I think she has to be a farmer. I think she has to be a farmer. So it's just whatever this girl is. I don't know if they'll let me brute force it. I may have to actually find a clue before they let me try it. I don't know. Answer. No. If we go through all of these and they're all still correct, then we know something's wrong. Okay, so we've done more things wrong. I'm gonna guess she's a housewife because I don't know what else she would be. But we've done more things wrong. So this, I think, is correct. This, I think, has to be correct. So there's something wrong with these two. He's the head of farming. I don't know. She's not a president. She's not one of the presidents. Nothing else really makes sense. Like, she's the head of farming. What else would she be than a farmer? Architect? I don't think so. Manufacturing? I don't think so. Because I have like a maple farm, so I think she is a farmer. I just don't... I don't know. I think she has to be a farmer. Unless it's this Mrs. Cattrall. But no, it's this Mrs. Cattrall. She has to be a farmer. Like, nothing else makes sense for being the head of farming. What was it? The farm... somewhere. Here. Company's current head of farming returns to Butler County to demonstrate how 5 pieces were made at the beginning of the century. Demonstration provides free samples of the original 5 flavors. Farm offers discounts on Tuesdays. Yay! Maybe she's a public speaker? No, she's the head of farming. The current head of farming. Don't know. She does public speaking, but that's not her job. She's the head of farming. The current head of farming. I don't know. I don't know what else makes sense. Well, I guess we'll have to leave it for now. Stephanie Cattrall. Maybe we can find Stephanie Cattrall. Oh, wait. Wait. Wasn't there something about Ron Roottree? Hang on. Who... Director Ron Roottree. That's how they met, I think. So this has to be Ronald. This has to be Robert. He's a director. I would think. Small screen director Ron Roottree. Yeah. That's probably how they met. He directed the show she was on. Yeah, Ron Roottree. The head of RR Productions. Oh, he's the one who tried to kick Samantha out of the family, I guess, huh? RR Productions. Ron and Robbie Roottree. Silver Screen Magazine. Silver Screen Magazine. Did you mean Silver Screen Magazine? Silver Screen, Ron Roottree. Robbie Roottree. Embezzled from the company RR Productions. Fuel a gambling habit that left him hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Whoa. He's in trouble. Okay. So what did he do for a living? Screenwriter. Oh! Who did we get? Who did we get? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Okay. Cool. Okay. So this is the lady who's wrong. She was in fact a housewife. And she is not a college student, so is she a K-12 student then? She looks too old to be K-12, but I guess she could be high school? Hell yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there! Gwyneth, maybe under Gwyneth Cattrall we can find her. Gwyneth Cattrall. Oh, Cattrall. No. What? Wrong thing. Gwyneth Cattrall, do other things in college after leaving high school. I suppose that's true. Maybe she is K-12, I don't know. Her name? Jem Wilson. Jem Wilson. Jem Wilson. We still don't know what any of these three boys did for a living. Or what their wives are called. Or their wives. I'm guessing the oldest son would become a lawyer like the dad, but who the fuck knows, man? We are so close to the end, guys. I don't know what this makes her. A public speaker? I don't know. So confusing. Because she's the head of farming. What does that make you? Put in the names of non-rootree women for the wives and see if anything or more people. Oh, I probably should, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it on public speaker for now. I don't feel like that's correct because she's the head of farming. The CEO is something else. I think. It wouldn't be CEO, would it? Because they don't call their people CEOs, they call them presidents. Man, why is this so hard? I'm gonna leave it in public speaker for now. Current head of farming. Don't know what that makes you. Tree Candy Company, current head of. It has no CEO, no stockholders. Yeah, so it wouldn't be CEO for sure. She does do public presentations, yeah, but that's not her job. Her job is the head of farming. We're gonna leave it on public speaker for now, because I don't know what else. So one of the, I think this one of these two tried to get her kicked out of the family, I think. Because it was RR, which is his company, RR Productions, tried to get somebody out of wedlock kicked out of the family, which is her. Okay. Now we gotta find Edward Roottree somehow. Even though every search I've done came up with nothing. Okay. EC. Farm operations would pass to Samantha Roottree. Warned us away. EC in person, confirmed bachelor. Sam grew up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. So I think the final secret is going to be about Mr. Miller and EC. So, Mr. Miller... is gonna be... but Mr. Miller isn't gonna, like, come up with it. So there's an extra daughter in here somewhere. There's an extra daughter in here somewhere that's not being acknowledged. Can I try nicknames derived from Edward? Fuck, man, I don't know. You know, I am curious if this says anything else about Gwyn. None of it seems relevant. How do we find out what the fuck these three boys were doing? Edward Roottree. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Hmm. Edward Clancy Root. Hmm. I don't know. Oh, also this is the incorrect picture, apparently. Maybe this is this guy? This must be this guy then. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Hmm. But then if I search for Clancy or Edward, it finds nothing. Dang it! What do these guys do for a living? Maybe Penelope Tessa Green is in this Silver Star one. Fair enough. I don't know what it is these guys do for a living. We don't know what Stephanie Cottrell is doing either. I'm guessing there's gonna be a picture we can find of her doing one of her public speeches. Maybe? Teen Blast. Oh. Teen Blast. Jim Wilson, maybe? Oh. Raina Root Tree, maybe. You get the extra picture. Gosh, I remember the Crim Tear from the 90s. I remember the Crim Tear from the 90s. I remember. I never did it myself, but I remember. The grandpa was a college professor. There we go. He was a professor. Professor. Candy Root Tree, maybe? No? Wolf Root Tree? James Root Tree? Jack Root Tree? Probably not. Miracle. Spell the name right. Miracle. No. He's a college professor. Guess we'll just try a random name. Don't think it matters much. We'll see if any of those names end up sticking. Okay, so he was a professor. Diamond. Peru. Too old. Stephanie. Nicole Madsen, maybe? No. Stephanie Landon, maybe? Maybe she'll show up? Stephanie Landon? No. Caroline. Caroline Landon. The other candy's called? I don't know. This doesn't have anything left. These do. Architect, preachers, and lawyers. The 5 pieces refuse to step up. Clancy would have, not sure Clancy would even wanted it, but he's the one who volunteered. Okay. So there's a clue about Clancy in here. This one. He was a college professor. Architects, preachers, and lawyers. We already did all of these, though. We had lawyer, architect. Yeah. There is a clue here, but I don't know what it is. That doesn't have anything. This has 2 clues in here. Musicians and artists and dancers and all sort of nonsense. That's her son and that generation. My brothers all seem to pursue paths of knowledge. Paths of knowledge. Edward is set to take over his department once he retires. So Edward is a lawyer, I think. If he was set to take over from his dad. Professor, lawyer. I don't know, could be architect. Most rebellious thing any of us did was bring home someone who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere south of Pennsylvania. Which, given the time, probably meant they were not white. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Paths of knowledge. Musician, advertising, wait. Musicians, artists, and dancers. We don't have a dancer yet, so this one's probably a dancer? Question mark? Or maybe she, maybe. We haven't had a dancer yet. It's not gonna be her. So this one's gonna be a dancer. Probably. Paths of knowledge. Could be architect, could be author. Could be doctor. There's so many things it could be. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Stephanie Jones. I think I already did that, but maybe we can look up if the other 3 girls had anything to say. Carly Roottree? Carly Roottree. That's her name, right? Yeah. Riley Roottree. Riley and Rose seem to be mentioned by name less than their older sister. Oh. Root. Right, okay. Peter Yanowitz. Jim Roottree. Lyrics of the song contain no clues. Okay. Right, that's how we found the magazine. There is a clue here, though. Other people have also made the Roottree name famous for things besides candy. Self-portrait, art and the beauty of women. Caroline. Public library. Her name was Caroline Morden? Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. The nudes have not been added to our evidence. Okay, so her wife's name is Eloise. Got it. Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on their dreams to settle for boring men. Three clues here. Do do. Sorry, I'm not talking very much. I'm just trying to brain really hard here. Let me take a sip of my water. Bring someone home who would be illegal to marry if we lived anywhere. I don't know what the reference is here. Because I'm not, like, the super best at... American history stuff, so I don't know 100% what that means, but... Cherry tree. Diamonds. Song? No. Okay. Sure. He's an expert at creating fake evidence. Sure. Okay, I don't think that's helping us. Okay, I think this is likely to be Christina, and this is likely to be November, but I don't know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. Oh, she is a farmer. What? She is a farmer. God damn it. Alright, so every single one of these was incorrect. He was a farmer. I knew it. That was very annoying. Okay. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da, da, Okay. Professor, lawyer, he was something else nerdy, but who knows what. Pursued knowledge, but what the fuck does that mean? That could mean any number of things. We don't have a picture of this one. There's gotta be a picture somewhere of Edward with his daughter, or his daughter somewhere, or his son. I don't know, could be November, or Christina, no idea. Oh boy, we're so close, but it's getting really difficult now, because these are so hard to find. Oh wait, no, we did have these left. Hang on. Where was it? Inspect Chris's art project, which was this thing. David's young Stephanie, who is an only child. Right. So this one is Stephanie. And then we have... Oh, of course! Because he married somebody who was black, which was not allowed at the time in certain areas. So that would be her, I would guess. And then we have the baby. Okay. But we need to get all of the remaining ones. There's only 3 left, though. Oh no, we need his job. I guess we could just brute force his job. Architect. Director. Lawyer. Interior design. Manufacturing. Let's just click on everything, because it could be anything. I think all the other ones are correct. I guess that is assuming we have all the other ones correct, which we might not. No. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so we need to find something on Christina. Switch out the baby's name. I don't know if it locks additional ones, if it only locks the 4 at a time. Maybe her name is November, I don't know, but it feels like Christina is probably the more correct name. Question mark? Christina with a K, root tree. Christina root tree. I had a group of them lock while the baby was already like this. That is true. That doesn't mean it's not correct, though. It just means that it took the 4 that were the most correct. I don't know. Christina Dancer? It may not be wrong, it may just choose to only do 4 at a time. Yeah, but it didn't lock Farmer before, when Farmer was correct. So I think it just chooses 4 to lock. Maybe you're right, I don't know. But who the- oh! I just brute forced it. Apparently that works. Okay. Oh, some of the other names were correct by accident also. Oh, all of the other things. Holy shit, we did it!
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to
Ooh,
consider.
yeah!
These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
Yeah, it's EC and his husband. Or his partner, I guess. Yeah, there was another child they had who was gay, and they did not want to... And I accidentally got all of the wives' names correct, too. That's hilarious. We did it, y'all! We fucking did it! Also, I fucking knew it. Mr. Miller. Who was EC? Probably that guy. But what's his name, though? You've been told her parents died. She's the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia. We nearly finished the game, yeah. Elias hid her away with local farmhand known as EC. Mr. Miller. John Miller, I'm gonna guess. John Miller. John Miller, who is EC? There's John Miller and something. EC. Old Anderson Farm. Butler County Times. John Miller. Anderson Farm. EC. Let's see, Elias Root B. This one by Bess Williams. Impossible to find. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay. Gwyneth Roottree. Gwyneth Anderson. She had no brothers. I wonder, given he looks much older than all of these guys, I wonder if he's one of his brothers, maybe, instead of one of his children. He's just kind of there in the background. I will have it be said that I fucking called it ages ago that it was going to be about this. EC. EC. Cinnamon extract, CE. Maybe it's Edward Clancy? Because they named him Clancy Edward and they like to use the same names? I don't know. There was that thing in here. Which one was it? This one. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy, so you know where my pop's name came from. Edward, yeah. Junior is a firstborn son. Edward Clancy Roottree. I don't know. Elias Jr., Edward Clancy. Named after their parents. Child of Elias because he's been referred to as the 16th. May very well be the eldest born before Elias got married. Yeah, if he's the oldest, he's older than Gwendolyn. He does look older than Gwendolyn. He's a male blood relative, yeah. Except it's not, because he got excommunicated, essentially. So blood isn't thicker than Seraph. He got excommunicated as a farmhand, and nobody fucking knew he was a member of the family. Literally no one. Except for these two, probably. But they did push to have Samantha join, because she was the illegitimate daughter of these two. I think this guy falls in this generation, not in this generation. Because, you know, he raised her. She lived in their house. Bum. Da 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 da. Elias has a daughter, the first of 5 children, which I think he had a child before that. Probably. Elias Sr.'s eldest child, that's why the book's gonna be a big thing, yeah. But, you know, he also never had children. So, it's not gonna change who inherits anything, but it is a big thing. They tried to lock someone else out of the inheritance, but it would have required dismantling the whole ROOTTREES. Yeah. Turns out the trust was already broken. Yeah, pretty much. Though he didn't have any children. But yes. Presumably, he didn't have any children, at least according to our chart here. They just were guardians of Samantha. I don't know if it's Edward Clancy or Elias Clancy or... I don't know. I feel like it kind of has to be Edward Clancy, and that's why... or Elias Clancy, and that's why they're not... giving... like, that's why they had to shorten his name to EC, otherwise it would be way too obvious. I feel like he would have been Elias Jr., right? Before this guy was Elias Jr. What matters here is the Roottree Trust already no longer exists legally. It's either Edward Clancy or Elias Clancy, I'm gonna say. I can't think of what else it would be. But it could be something else, I suppose. If it was Elias's original son, it would be Elias Jr. Right? Elias Clancy Jr. would be my guess. Don't know. I think it has to be Elias. Before this boy was born. I think. Because he looks older than all 5 of them. Oh, that could just be the facial hair. Hmm. Maybe. Maybe it was Gwyneth's brother. No, that wouldn't make sense. Sorry, I had to turn the light on here. His son got disappeared and adopted out because he was born before they... Maybe. I really want to get this right. I feel like it has to be Elias. If it's Elias's son, it has to be Elias. Because why else would Sam absolutely fucking hate the 5 pieces if it wasn't one of their siblings? The only question is, was it the oldest sibling, or was it a different sibling? Was he born in the middle somewhere? Because I don't know. Because the facial hair makes him look older, but it doesn't mean he is older. Don't know. I think this is John Miller for sure, but EC? I think it has to be Elias Clancy. But I don't know, because this one's Elias Jr. You'd think John Miller would be mentioned in the local paper, but I guess not. Have I tried Edward Clancy? Oh, we can only try once. We can only... Once we press the button, there's no more retrying. We can only try it once. That's why I'm being careful. Because we don't get another try. That's why I'm being careful. I would like to get it right. Sam Madsen. We had... Six pieces, yeah. Because this is what it's all about. I don't know. I don't know if he was the oldest or if he was in the middle somewhere. He could have been born in the middle somewhere. But the oldest does make sense. In which case it would be Elias Clancy. Do we just fuck it? Do we just ball and go for it? Because we don't get another try. What do we think, chat? Is it Elias Clancy, given their naming conventions? What do we think? Yes, we ball. We try for it. Weird because he has another kid named Elias, yeah. It's very possible. So, in my head, the logic... He was first, and they named him Elias Clancy Jr. And then found out, when they found out he was gay, excommunicated him entirely. But then why would they name the second son Elias? I guess if he was a much older son? But, like, he excommunicated him, essentially didn't have a son named Elias, so he named his next son Elias. That's my logic, is he was a much older son, and they found out he was gay, and excommunicated him before this boy was born. That would be my guess. We got the names mixed up. Yeah, that's why I'm like, maybe it's Edward Clancy. They both make sense. Elias Clancy makes sense because it's his name and her father's name. And Edward Clancy makes sense because it's both of their father's names. Because the firstborn son has to be called Elias. That's why I'm like, maybe it's Elias? But it's very possible that he was born after Elias. I know! I just would like to get it correct. I just would like to get it correct. The game will tell me, I'm sure. They'll reveal the truth. It'll reveal what the actual thing is. Edward Clancy? It's very possible he only decided to do the Elias Jr. thing after, but don't know. Because if he's the firstborn son, it would be Elias Clancy Jr. There's no other Edward? It's his father, yeah. Clancy Edward. So if they got the name mixed up. Yeah. It's either Edward Clancy or Elias Clancy. I feel like we got it close enough. I guess we'll find out which of the two. Alright, fuck it. Let's go! Let's fucking go! We did it! Booyah! Yep.
So,
Hey, Sam.
you thought EC was Edward Clancy Roottree, and his partner was John Miller? That's exactly
Yes!
what I needed.
We got it right! Sorry, that was very loud. Hee hee!
I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottree. Yep, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago.
I fucking knew it!
My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottree and John Miller. By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man, but his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not.
Oh, that's why they made him grow his hair out so he wouldn't be recognizable. Beard out.
At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand.
Yep.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable.
Right. Yep. I called it.
The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC.
Oh, I didn't even notice there was a difference. Oh. Fuck me, I didn't even notice there was a difference between the two. Jesus.
We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family.
Yeah.
But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary. Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard.
Oh, that makes sense.
And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work.
Yep. As it always is.
It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all. But there he is in the background. The 6th 5-piece.
Yep.
Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy.
Oh, I didn't even see this. I didn't find this. I didn't find this. This is one of the things we didn't find, I guess.
Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces.
Valid.
My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president. But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy, a real root tree. He nearly ruined the company. When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions.
Yep.
Ernie earned about $36.
Yeah, that is how we understand how the trust works, yeah.
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point.
Oh, they didn't actually give him any money for the inheritance stuff. Oh, that fucking sucks. Jesus, they didn't actually pay him anything. Because he wasn't part of the trust. Jesus. Oh, fuck you guys.
Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty
Oh, we did
laundry.
find this, yep.
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock.
Oh, the two brothers hated each other, okay.
That sounded familiar. The Clancid Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart. My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded
Good.
as.
Do that.
And that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the trust, as anyone else.
Yep. They should be inheriting money.
The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares.
Yep.
But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money.
Yep.
The truth has been eating away at me for years.
They should
Now,
get the money.
I can set the record straight.
Jesus Christ. The fact that he wasn't part of the trust, but ran the company and earned no money is fucking twisted, man.
As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future.
Yep. Those who don't learn from the past are doomed to repeat it, as they say.
So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light.
Yep. It should.
And when it does, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning, set for life.
I guess she can do with it what she wants if she gives me the money. Okay.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete.
Nice.
Unless a whole lot more root trees somehow appear from thin air. This is the last time I'll come knocking.
Fair enough.
Thanks again, and so long.
We did it! We did it! We did the whole thing and I fucking called it! Dan Mance's book was published. It received mixed reviews. Yup. Life went on. A new president took over the company. The Roottree family faded from the news cycle. And then everything changed. There's another mystery to solve. Roottree Mania is now unlocked as a new game. We did it! I'm a secret Roottree. That's funny. Da, 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 da. What does this do? Do we have a Root Tree Mania thing now? What do we do? The t-shirt is a good joke, it is. We never found that, piece of evidence. The one magazine thing. What was the name? Patricia Christensen. That's... Wait, Steamy Correspondence by Tina Angelina. That's one thing we were missing. Tina Angelina. Married to an older man, right? This letter was written to the father of a child she hid from society, yep. Alright. I'm a secret root tree. Find out what happens to the infamous family in a whole new mystery. Oh boy. Root Tree Mania will spoil unlocked content. Make sure you've tied up any loose ends before starting. I didn't know there was a whole new game mode. I'm not gonna play it now, but oh my god, there's a whole new tree! Oh fuck. Oh hey!
Hi, I'm Clark. Probably not who you expected to be knocking, but life's funny sometimes.
Uh-huh.
You've done well staying anonymous. It took us a while to track you down.
Uh-oh.
A lot has happened in the last year. Far too much of it public. But there's stuff going on behind the scenes, too. I never wanted to be president. I'm not great with stress. With my mother's deteriorating
Right, Lauren's oldest son, yeah. Oh, he was pulled to be president. But you were head of an advertising company, man. You know how to run a company.
I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not here for sympathy. I'm here because part of the fallout of Sam's book is that everyone's coming out of the woodwork.
Uh-huh.
Now that it's public knowledge that Planted Trust covers any root tree despite their history with us, a lot of potential cousins have surfaced.
Uh-huh.
You may have seen that man on the cover of News Time. It was a disaster for us.
News Time, okay.
And then Miracle went and made it all about himself.
Of course he did.
The long and short of it is a lot of potential cousins just showed up. Sam's helping some of them. But she's not really going about it the right way. And she's not taking calls from anyone in the family.
Gee, I wonder why!
I let it slip through a mutual friend that I found you, and I was stopping in. It's manipulative, but I'm hoping she'll reach out to you. You can let her know I'm on her side.
Uh-huh.
In the meantime, if you're willing, I can share our files with you. Pass them along to Sam if she reaches out. I'm genuinely hoping she'll realize I'm an ally.
Fair enough.
Feel free to do your own research. I've been told you enjoy things like this. To each their own.
Oh boy! Oh, there's a whole new tree to work out. Infidelity. Possible infidelity. Oh my gosh, I'm guessing Gwyn's gonna be on here. Because Gwyn had a bunch of flings. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna guess Gwyn is on here. I'm gonna guess Clark is on here. He had a bunch of wives. This guy is on there apparently. Okay. Miracle's probably gonna be on there. I shouldn't be surprised. Oh my gosh. The guy is probably gonna be on there, given he doesn't have the best reputation. But one of the originals is on there too, 1921. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we're not gonna get started on that today. We'll do that maybe next time. I don't know if I'll do the rest of this on stream, to be honest. It's been fun, but I kind of want to move on to something else. I may do the rest of this off stream. Honestly, if you want to see the rest of this, buy the game and play it for yourself. Honestly, if you want to do this bit, play it yourself. We are not going to be doing this on stream. You guys can figure it out for yourselves. I think that's the best way to go about it. Because for now, we're gonna call this here. I'm not gonna look into any of this stuff. I figured when she said, unless a whole bunch of ROOTTREES come out of the woodwork, I figured when she said that, there was going to be a lot of ROOTTREES coming out of the woodwork. Anywho. We're gonna call it here. If you guys want to see the rest of this, all of the infidelities and nonsense, play it yourself. Buy the game, play it for yourself. It's not that expensive. The Steam summer sale is coming up. And they deserve it. Honestly, this game has been super fun. I've had a great time. Here we go. This was fun. I really enjoyed this. A lot of deduction, a bit of brute forcing and guessing. This has been super, super fun. I really, really liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more of it, I suggest you get it for yourself. No, I'm not sponsored, but I feel like, you know, it's worth paying a smaller studio for their game because it's super fun. We're gonna switch out the Detective Squidlock and call it for today. I'm not sure what I'm going to be playing next week. We're going to probably be sticking to Dave the Diver on Wednesdays because the DLC just came out. Though I did see that the studio just posted a video on addressing all the issues with the Jungle DLC and how they're going to be working on it. How it's not really in a state that they're super proud of right now. So I may have to wait a bit to check that out until they finished all the stuff that they have addressed as issues. We'll see. We haven't finished the story quite yet either. Dave the Diver. I thought we were gonna do that last week, but we didn't. There was too much left to do. So we will probably play one more Dave the Diver to finish the main story and then probably call it there for a while. And leave the rest of the game to off-stream so I can just have a game that I can play and relax with off-stream and pick something else to play on Wednesdays. End of an era! I know, it's been like 10 sessions, 10 weeks of Dave the Diver. But I think this will have to be the last one. At least for a while. We may get back to stuff on screen eventually, but I kind of want to move on and play something else for a bit. Because I've been playing this for a long time now, and it would be nice to give other games a chance as well. I don't know what yet. This Wednesday we will be doing Dave the Diver, but I don't know what we're doing yet on Friday and Sunday. I have to come up with something. It has been an era, yes. And, yeah, after this week, after this Wednesday, the Wednesdays will be something else for a while. I don't know what yet. We'll figure it out. Something cozy. I may do some shorter games for a bit. And not do a super long running series again for a while. At least for a little bit. I feel like I want to keep the longer running series for maybe when I start making money off of this and can afford to stream more often. We can go back to really long running games. But we'll see. I don't know yet. It's all up in the air. This week is going to be kind of interesting with the weather and my physical condition and health. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Yeah. This Wednesday, Dave the Diver. Friday and Sunday, I will be streaming. I don't know what yet, though. Let you know as soon as I do. You'll see it pop up on my YouTube. And I'll change the Twitch if I remember. Thank you so much, everybody, for finding out the root tree family tree with me. This has been super fun. I enjoyed the heck out of this. Pick it up if you want to play the rest of it and find out all of the infidelities and other shit that happened in the family and all the different cousins. Otherwise, I wish you all a very good rest of your day or evening. I hope you have a good week coming up. Happy Sunday. Take care of yourselves. Hydrate, eat, stretch, touch some grass. And I'll see you all on Wednesday.